All right, we're back, and we are joined by Mr. Kevin Andrews.
Hello.
Kevin is a SLAM associate and is specifically working with the different team leaders from the different churches and with aspects of logistics. And how do you feel it's been going for you?
You know, first week, we definitely jumped right off into the deep end. You know, we're not like easing into the summer, so kind of fun to have the largest week that we'll have, I guess, second largest week that we'll have all summer, but really the most staying here on campus for week one. So learning curves are happening in real time, and probably by week 4, when we're much smaller numbers, we'll have it all figured out.
So we're the guinea pigs?
Yes.
Okay, awesome.
I've hesitated using that word all week, but that's what's happening.
But if there was to be a guinea pig,
this is the guy.
And so tell us your relationship with this guy.
Okay, so this is Scott McDermott. I was in youth ministry for 14 years in Indiana before moving down here in 2020 to be a part of Global Outreach Developments International. This is the guy responsible for really kind of mentoring me into youth ministry. Wow. And then ultimately the one who will even say that he would blame himself for why we're now here. And that he's bummed that I'm not 5 minutes up the road, that we can hang out, have, you know,
because you guys live
barbecues.
5 minutes up the road from each other for how long?
A
decade?
long time.
Yeah, a decade. Yes,
man,
for sure.
And then also I heard that you shared an office, like a third of the size of this room.
Multiple offices. We kept getting moved around the building. Like every couple of years, they'd be like, "Hey, Scott, bad news. We have to move you again. By the way, you don't have a window this time."
You guys.
There was a point really late in our 10 years of working together that he had upgraded out of youth ministry into real ministry, and
so
he got a real office
with windows.
Yes,
it was awesome.
And it was like one that you'd actually want people to come in and do like pastoral counseling with, that didn't have, you know, pool noodles stuck in the corner or whatever. It was a lonely time a little bit. Scott did realize there were moments it was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go back into the office that we enjoyed bantering together and brainstorming ministry together. But there was a
what was the brainstorming
of the
dynamic
song that was written about how he had left me high and dry. And I was doing youth ministry alone. And
the brainstorming dynamic was basically me saying, "What if we did this?" And Kevin saying, "We will get sued." That's how it went most of the time.
That was going to be what I was going to guess. I was going to guess you were kind of the big dreamer, and Kevin was kind of pulling it back down a little bit.
And then he brought me to reality.
He kind of does that around here.
Yeah.
For example, yesterday we were having I think it was yesterday or the day before, we were doing a leaders meeting, and we realized that around this time it's going to be a little warm. Like, what can we provide for the students? And Mitchell Buchanan goes, "Why don't we do Slam Jello shots?" And I was like, "Slam Jello shots, that's great." Now, I'm not thinking about alcohol or anything. I'm just thinking Jello in little shots.
Sure.
And get everybody Jello. And then Kevin goes, "Nope, guys, these are minors. We're not going to do that." And I was like, well. What if, and I kept trying to like relabel it. He just kept going, "Nope, no."
I'm thinking we don't need that email from parents at the end of the week. Like, they were promoting binge drinking. I don't know.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, but he definitely regulated us, reminded us of that. But they are being served here, I think, in the next half hour.
But they're slam.
No, I think we relabeled them. I gave Emily a clever top. Slam drops.
My group's leaving,
slam drops. Slam drops.
Slam drops.
Slam drops.
There was specifically a time
like a gum drop.
This was
but a Jello drop.
Yeah, Scott was always did most of the teaching and preaching, so he's always thinking, you know, some way to make the story have the punch, and he came up with a plan that he was going to light a road flare in the basement of the church on a Sunday morning. And I'm like, dude, you can't put one of those. I'm like, once those start, they go for like 25 minutes. We're going to set off, you know, sprinkler systems. It's it's gonna clear.
But
out
it
the
would have
entire-
gotten their
It would've been
attention.
awesome.
It would've been
It
awesome.
really would have gotten their
Memorable,
yeah.
attention.
They would've
That
never
sleeping
forgot
kid in the
that.
back, he would have remembered that day.
That's a good
I'm
one.
like, dude, we cannot do this. So that did not happen. There were some fireworks done in the basement, but it was not. It was not the road.
How often do you introduce props into your sermons?
Not very often, actually.
So
No.
that was a unique moment.
Yeah, I mean, one time, I was talking about sin and missing the mark, and I did shoot my youth pastor in the head with a Nerf gun.
Solid.
Nice.
But yeah, it's not on the regular.
I thought you were going to say
Gotcha.
arrow, and I was
There-
like, that is
No,
There was
the arrow. That's that's a step too far.
So-
There was
So
the baby pool with the Diet Coke,
That wasn't a
with
sermon though.
the
That was just for
Mentos.
fun.
and we thought, well, we don't want it to
Wasn't
shoot
that
up
when
and
it blows up?
Yeah,
Yes.
we were like, we don't want it to go up and hit the ceiling and stain the ceiling, so we'll use an umbrella. The problem was, it just hit the umbrella and then like spread out and then went out onto
That's
the carpet.
amazing. That was memorable.
yeah,
I'm sure kids are
for
still
sure.
talking about that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Recently, our speaker this week, Matthew Parker, you guys,
Uh-huh.
good friend, he did a sermon in church from Matthew 7 about the log in your eye, and he literally ran around ranting for a good 15 minutes
I was-
with a
yes.
log, huge log in his eye, just
Yeah.
making fun of everything. And at a certain point, I thought he's still going,
Yeah.
but he was
That's
still
gotta be
getting
heavy.
laughs. So
It
it was
was great.
like he's fine.
Yeah, it's one of those jokes where like 10 minutes, you're like, this might be going too long. And then at 15 minutes, it becomes funny
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
Oh,
It
yeah.
refunnied.
This is going so long.
Yes.
But I think one of the funnier things was how out of breath he was after a good 5 minutes. He was
Did he
just-
need the sweat
he was like
towel?
sweaty.
Did he? Oh yeah.
He
yeah.
could have used that El Salvador sweat towel for sure.
yes.
That's fantastic. So, for you guys as friends getting time together and getting to hang out this week, are you finding your moments?
We're trying.
It's early in the week. Middle of worship, I'm in the back, responding to a few texts, and he kind of ran up, and I just all of a sudden there's Scott next to me, which he had been in the front, and he's like, he had the hugest smile on his face. I'm so glad to be here. We were thinking back, I think it's been 2017 since
Wow.
Scott was here with Slam, and obviously again, even it's just been a few years since there's been what feels like a bigger, energetic week. Not
Yeah.
that we didn't have one last summer, but yeah, just
Definitely
getting back in the swing.
COVID.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. So
Ugh.
I think everybody's feeling a little bit like, hey, we're kind of getting back to the
Mhm.
momentum that maybe was the pre-2020. So yeah, it's good. Got to see him beginning his lesson on Noah's Ark or whatever out at Horizon Park as I drove
That's
away to
fun.
head to the next site. But I'm sure we'll get some more time. Nicole, his wife, and their 2 younger sons are actually staying with my wife this week. So it's kind of a family thing too. It's not just
That's awesome.
Scott and I hanging out. It's the family.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I hope the families might get a time together too. You guys.
It may have to be at the end of the summer.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Isn't that busy? Nate will cover you.
Yeah.
Ben will get you.
I got you.
You babysit the kids?
Oh, yeah.
Man, I don't know. Okay, yeah.
Friday night after the lake. I'm not supposed to say this.
Yeah, it's
Oh
fine. They don't
Lord,
know.
we gotta
Oh,
get
boy. We
Kevin to stop
we just
talking.
ruined
We gotta
everything
get
now.
Kevin to stop talking. Well, thanks guys for your time. Thanks
Absolutely.
for being on this Slamcast. And Ben, thanks for being
Hey,
here
good
and
to be
hanging
here.
out. We'll see you guys tomorrow with some more youth leaders and students. See ya.
Thanks, everyone.